Sam, can you walk us through the two interceptions?
Yeah, the first one, the pick six, unfortunately, they went to Tampa, so Shell had to take the underneath check down. 52 made a great play. Should have just thrown it away. And then second one, can't hold on to the ball that long. Thought I was going to have Paris coming back around the middle, and he came around and hit my hand, so it, but got to get the ball out quicker.
Is that something you're still learning to recognize things and get the ball out quicker?
Absolutely. It's a long process, and it takes a long time for young quarterbacks to develop. And I think part of that is coverage recognition and getting the ball out because the D-line's really good, and you don't have time. So it's certainly part of the process.
How much of it is just, I know you've worked hard on it and looked at it in the film, but how much of it is just it's different when it's game day?
All of it. I mean, you look around the league, it takes a long time for young quarterbacks to develop, and some have longer leashes, and I understand that, but it's unfortunate.
Sam, what was this right fit for you this year? What's this been like?
As I've looked back at the season and processed everything that's taken place, I'm very thankful for it. It's been an absolute roller coaster, but it's a roller coaster that I loved riding. I love the guys on the team. I love all these coaches. The expectations were high and they weren't met, but we learned a lot about ourselves and as players. Obviously didn't want it to go this way, but we've learned a lot and we'll be better for it.
I remember before or during camp, you told us kind of a 2-year process with Tom. Would you work with him in the offseason again, and what does year 2 look like in that process?
Yeah, so we'll obviously got to sit down and do exit interviews to just kind of figure out what we need to work on. But I'll go out to San Diego to work with Tom, and it'll be the physical stuff. But then, talking with coaches and Chris, now it's the processing, the speeding up, the getting the ball out, and that's coverage recognition, that's understanding concepts, and like we said, reps. So working with him, focus on physical development, and then also, watching a lot of film to be able to diagnose coverages and schemes before it's too late.
Game reps, did you find yourself reverting back to the old at all, or a battle with that in game reps this season?
I think, I think that it's kind of a balance. It never reverted back to where it was all the way before, but it wasn't as perfect as it has been when there's no chaos around me. So I think that it's kind of a balance between the two.
How, from your experience, just either high school, college, now in the pros, how long does it take you to really put a season to bed in your mind and really fully dive into preparation in the off season for next year?
Yeah, I think a few weeks. Get away from it for a little bit, and take a step back, and then kind of go through it and diagnose and review. And you can learn a lot in that process by just kind of stepping away and looking back. So take a few weeks off, look back, and then it's right on to next year.
Sam, I know you hate the loss, but how nice was it to see DeMar's former teammates Rodney and Zach do so well today?
Yeah, obviously any positive news for DeMar, whether it be people associated with him, and then also the progress that he's been making, it's unbelievable. So for his two buddies to have a great day today, and then obviously the progress that he's making is very positive.